Today, I am here to tell you that God is very much interested in your situation. He is interested in your start over. Do not give up just yet. Now we learn of scripture in Job 1, I paraphrase, that when the angels came before the Lord, Satan came among them. God said to Satan, "Have you considered my servant Job? He is blameless and upright. He fears God and shuns evil." Later, God allowed Satan to cause all kinds of trouble to Job. He lost everything and suffered great ailments. Now Job was never party to this conversation. He knew nothing at all about what was to befall him. But we also know that God kept full control of this situation. He later answered Job out of the storm. He made sure Job's life was spared. He made his later years greater. He gave him double what he lost and made his life full of years. So while we still live in the flesh, we are going to somehow run into an impenetrable wall, a sea of blazing fire, a tide of despair, or an expanse of hopelessness. The name depends on how its magnitude manifests itself to us. The most interesting thing is, we must cross over to the other side. Now, I wouldn't really imagine the heaviness of this your situation. I wouldn't dare carry it for you for a second. But what I'm so sure about is that it is not light at all. It was never expected. It struck like lightning. It's nearing you to a breaking point, and you wonder, where is God? Who can help me? Where is everybody else? Why me? In these situations, God seems silent. You won't hear his voice, because how will you in a blazing fire, where the storm rages or where the waves roar? He isn't expecting you to hear his voice, but to trust in his unfailing love and power. It is written in Isaiah 43 that, "Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have summoned you by name. You are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze." I tell you, God is not on the other side waiting for you to come through. He is right there with you, making sure that wall is broken, the storm loses its power, and hope is restored. He is the other man in the fire to walk you through to the other side. I tell you today, my friend, that God knew about this fire and all its might before time. He also has absolute control of your life. He purposes that you cross over and start over. It is all a part of the fullness, power, and beauty in your story. He is making you greater. He is training you himself through the fire, and he is very much interested in your start over to the glory of his name. Start over. My story, your inspiration.